We now observe the wild soup tree. It seems to be diced into many pieces, with blood everywhere, and a spoon sticking into it. Who could be the culprit of this murder? Who will be?
Hey, what's up, peeps? This is the Green Beanie, the gnarliest cooking vlog around. Week 33. And 33 is a really cool number because, well, it is. And something else that is equally gnarly, just like the number 33, is that I'm going to show you how to make this awesome Korean soup thing. For this, you need some beef. You only want to have like under half a pound for 4 people. You also need some garlic. And you can have either an onion or some of those tiny little pearl onions. That's what they're called. Worcestershire sauce. Soy sauce. Mushrooms, bean sprouts, some tomato paste, some spring onion. Wait a second, this is more bean sprouts. We want spring onion. Come on, magical powers, work. Spring onion. That's more like it. Chili paste, if you're hardcore and like chili. 1 egg. Beef broth or chicken broth if you don't have beef broth. And some kind of noodles, that's Green Beanie approved noodles, not like ramen or something. This might seem like a lot of ingredients, but it's actually quite a simple recipe, and it's also good and healthy and gnarly, so keep watching, don't be intimidated by a long list of ingredients. So you want to start with your lean beef, that's in small, thin strips like this, and you want to cut them into even smaller strips like so. And then we marinate them with 1 tablespoon each of Worcestershire sauce. Oops, I spilled. Worcestershire sauce and soy sauce. You could either do this a long time before you plan to eat to let it soak in a little more, or you could be lazy and not let it soak for that long, because since they're so small, it doesn't really matter if it marinates that much. So yeah, lots of people are too lazy to marinate things, I know that. So use magical powers to crush up some garlic. So, either get out some small pearl onions and de-skin them, or cut up a big onion like a boss. It's gotta be like a boss. Now get a pot thingy bobber like this, and you put it on the stove, about medium or so. On the Green Beanie, to use a pot without much oil, you just put some oil in it, and then you use a paper towel to rub it around. If you watched the Green Beanie before, you've heard me repeat that like a million times, but whatever. Now we need to test if the stove is hot by using an iPod or an iPhone. If it disappears, then it's hot enough. So you want to put in the onions, garlic, and pieces of cow and brown them for a few minutes. Now you want to get out your beef broth and pour about 4 cups in, and you also want to put in a few tablespoons of this tomato paste stuff, and however much you want. I just recommend only a few teaspoons of chili paste. We also need either shiitake, wood ear, which are really weird and look like seaweed, or oyster mushrooms, which we can get by looking in my brother's room. Come on, there has to be some mushrooms somewhere. Aha! Alright, cool. Now, by the way, these are real oyster mushrooms, so don't go around picking random mushrooms you find, because you might die! And then you'll miss out on snowboarding season because it's June, and I hear next snowboarding season is going to be pretty epic. So don't eat mushrooms you find randomly on the ground! So, once you've rinsed them, and then cut them up into smallest pieces, kind of like this, then you want to put them into the soup with the rest of the things. And the soup should still be on medium-ish.
Soup, 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 soup.
So now we want to put this on medium-lowish and put the lid on and then wait 10 minutes. In that 10 minutes, let me practice my secretly unknown magical ability. final ingredients. We need about 2 cups of bean sprouts, and we need a few green onions that have been magically cut up like a boss. And once you've added those ingredients, you want to turn it on to medium or high and bring the soup to a boil so that there are bubbles. If you want, you could add some noodles. For 4 people, you only need about 1 serving because that's enough for the soup. If the noodles are in long pieces, you want to cut them up using scissors or something, and make sure that they're good Green Beanie approved noodles and not like ramen noodles or something like that, or cup noodles, you know.
Capo
like a boss. These are yam noodles, by the way. So crack an egg like a boss and put it in a bowl, and then use a fork or spoon to mix the yolk into the whites. And if the soup is boiling, then you want to add the egg, and then as soon as it goes in, mix it around like it was something that need a lot of mixing. Just don't get soup everywhere, because that's not good. So you might need a few more minutes of it boiling on high or medium-high for your noodles to be done. But when they're done, you can serve it like a boss, and if you want, you can serve it with some of this fish sauce, which is like salty sauce. So yeah, and then serve it like a boss. You can put like some seaweed or some kind of herb like basil or cilantro or something like that, but make it look boss. Make everything you make look boss. So there you go, another simple, healthy recipe. It's got mushrooms, onion, garlic, which are all good for you, which make you live longer, which means more time for snowboarding. But you want to check out my other videos on my channel, which include some other healthy and gnarly and relatively simple recipes, if you haven't checked them out before, and subscribe for a new recipe every week here on The Green Beanie. But bye for now!